Let's start with a notoriously bad job. The Astra Militarum, or Imperial Guard, is humanity's rank and file army made up of standard, unaugmented people, if you don't count the occasional bionic arm. On many worlds, service in the Guard is mandatory for a certain portion of the population, and of course there are always the penal legions made up of prisoners and dissidents, but whether you were conscripted or signed up voluntarily, the average Guardsman experience is basically the same, and that is a hard life military routine, shifting from long bouts of drilling, garrison duty, and intergalactic travel to bursts of heavy violence that many soldiers do not survive. It's been famously said that the average lifespan of a new Guardsman is about 15 hours from when they first make planetfall. And while this definitely varies from warzone to warzone, it's not inaccurate, which makes sense when you remember that the Imperial Guard fight all the same threats Space Marines do, but without the top-grade war gear or genetic enhancements. Sure, a Tyranid Hormigaunt might not look intimidating to a 3-meter-tall Astartes in battleplate, but to a Guardsman, a Hormigaunt is the size of a dinosaur and has swords for hands. More to the point, Guardsmen are largely viewed as expendable. Humanity numbers in the trillions, and so there's always more to throw at a problem, meaning that sometimes an Imperial Guard army can outnumber even a horde of orcs under the right circumstances. Guardsmen are often used to hold the line or distract large enemy forces, while more elite warriors like Space Marines or Tempestus Scions pursue the real goals of an operation. Oh, and of course, a Guardsman had better hope they don't end up fighting the forces of Chaos or spot a dark armored Dark Angel. Otherwise, the entire battle group could be wiped out just to keep dangerous information from spreading. The Inquisition and some Astartes forces are almost as dangerous to a Guardsman as the enemy is, and for those reasons, working as a soldier in the Emperor's Astra Militarum ranks among some of the worst jobs in the Imperium. They still lead a relatively comfortable life with food and shelter most of the time, but being used as humanity's blunt instrument can get pretty tough.